Bardash, Malinore. Good morning, friends. Welcome back. Thank you once again for joining me, Hexabeth, level 41, Blood Elf Warlock. We're still in Hammerfall, and I thought, let's just continue on. There's some quests here to complete. I'm just noticing here, Trauma Surgeon has got a quest. Triage. Now this used to be the quest. Oh, I see. Now it gives you heavy runecloth bandages. Right, okay. Let's have a go at this quest here. Alright. Badly injured. Critically injured. You have to kind of choose the right soldier to heal. Preferencing the worst to the least injured. I've failed this quest a few times. You sort of plant yourself in the middle here. And then you have the bandage ready to go on the next soldier. These guys are just injured, so... Whoops. Did I just mess that up? I think I did. All these ones are just injured, which is great. Injured, injured, injured. That one's badly injured. I'll get him next. Injured, injured. Injured, injured. How are we doing there? Badly injured, injured, injured. Can't remember how many I have to do. Oh, this guy is in a bad way. Should get him healed up. Critically injured down there. Just saw him. "15 patients saved." There we go. Triage. So we learn heavy runecloth bandage. Nice. Oh no, we get heavy runecloth bandage. I misread that. Okay. That's pretty cool though. They've changed that quest, I think. I think he used to be the guy you would go to learn mage weave bandages back in the day, but they've changed it now in Wrath of the Lich King. Alright, so we're gonna head I think down to Stromgard Keep. I'm also still looking out for a giant. Vosruk. I wish I had a questing add-on because he does walk in a very specific path. At the moment there doesn't seem to be a version of Questy for this expansion, unless I'm completely getting it wrong, which is also a possibility. I'm happy to be getting my mining up though, that's really good. Mining has been lagging badly compared to my other skills. Just hope I run into the giant. I mean, he's a giant. Shouldn't be too hard to see him. In theory. Sometimes I feel like I only run into the giant. Can't stop missing him. The thing with the giant though is I think he walks around with all these kobolds, so he might not be easy to kill. Oops, I better avoid that zone there. That's the Alliance. The Forsaken Bodyguard quest. I don't know if that's still a thing in Wrath. Yikes. Avoid these guys. They used to be elites. Okay, here we are. In Stromgard. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm going to be questing. Just going to dismount. A rebuff. I'm going to give myself a Soulstone and a Hellstone. Okay, manoring up. Syndicate Thief. Defender. I need to look at the quest notes. From the defenders. Okay, I think this guy is a defender. I mean, he's called a defender. It's a good sign that he is one. So these guys apparently drop stuff. Oops. Hopefully Toolkit can hold the aggro. Come on, Toolkit. Figure it out. Drain life. It's a troll hunter. Troll hunter. Another defender. Just checking behind me. I don't want anyone to sneak up. At least these guys don't run away. Oh wow, I got a bunch of fragments there. Not quite sure what the troll hunter does in terms of abilities. Oh, heal. There we go. I don't really have any interrupts except for my arcane torrent. Let's come over here. There's a treasure chest, sorry. Gold bar. A little bit exciting. There's a defender wandering into my trap. Yikes, there's another defender right there. Running out of mana here. Drain a bit of life from this guy. Let's come around here. Troll Hunter. Troll Hunter. Vindicator. I just want the defenders, particularly. Let's come around here. Vindicator. Troll Hunter. There's some more up there. Okay, I'll send in Toolkit. Put a curse on her so she can't cast her healing as fast. Okay, I use my interrupt. Oh, these guys drop the sigil fragments. Well, that's nice and easy. So now, broken sigil or color. I think down here is the the ogre zone. I'm just going to bandage up, and I might need to grab a few soul shards as well. Now that I think about it, it's a mauler. Okay, drain soul. Drain soul is actually quite a good spell. Berserker. Got all these numbers on the screen. Might change that. Oh, I should have grabbed his soul. Not to worry. Grab this guy's soul. Lots of silk. Here's a mauler. I need shaman though. That's what I need. I'll do 2 drain lives and then a drain soul. That should be enough soul shards. So much silk. Comes another mauler. It's a real shame about the soul stone. They've shortened the life only for 15 minutes. It seems a bit of a nuisance. Maybe there's a glyph or something that will extend it out a bit because it's super annoying. Okay, here's a shaman. I think these guys heal. Ouch. Hopefully they don't run. Nice. Let's pull this guy over. Somewhere here is a boss as well. Not sure, I'm guessing he's in that big building up there. It's probably the most likely place. Okay. Now this guy. Gonna hit him with the big guns. I just don't want him healing, that's the main thing. Boulder Fist Lord. Oh, I have to kill a few of these guys as well. Toolkit's health is like barely moving. It's incredible. Make sure there's no patrols. Let's head in, send him in for this shaman. It's pretty close to that mauler. Now, what to do? Look at these guys, there's a chest there. Alright, gonna take a gamble. This could get ugly. There's like 3 of them. One gonna heal the other, in theory. But there's a heal. Not a very powerful heal, fortunately. Oh, look, that's the actual boss guy I was supposed to kill. That's good. Oh, he's coming for me. No, Toolkit pulled him back a bit. Nope, he's coming for me. And he's dead. Got his head though, which is nice. There's a chest just there. Let's mana up a little bit. Send Toolkit in for that lord. Let's drain his life. Breaking the keystone. So I've got all the quests except for Call to Arms, which I've almost completed. Shaman. Need to kill 3 more shaman. Manaing up a bit, get some mana. Oh, there's a little totem. There's a mauler. Let's come over here. Where is another shaman? There's one there. Let's kill this mauler here. Need to drain a bit of life, I think. There's a lord over there. Need to kill that lord. I don't know what makes him a lord, really, except for his hammer. Another chamois. Still blasting me with lightning. Healing wave. Can interrupt that. Nice. Getting lots of grey junk here. And I need to make another soul stone after this fight. Oh, I got a proc for my shadow bolt, and I finally used it. Nice. Let's make another soul stone. Come over here. Send in toolkit. Oh, he's healing up. That's a nuisance. Good work, toolkit. Oh, there's a ring. Nice. 7 intellect. That looks like an upgrade to me. Might get rid of the Band of the Undercity. Where is it? Just there. That's pretty cool. Happy about that. Gonna see if I can ride out, but this might be a little bit foolish. We will see. Doing well. Gotta watch out for that patrol. Okay, good job. Good job, me. Now, this giant. How to find him? He does walk around. Maybe I should have a little bit of a ride around and just see if I can spot him. I don't know if he goes down there. I think he comes down here. We will see. If I can't spot him, it's not the end of the world. What is that, tin? Should I just grab the tin? Why not? Farming ore is so much easier now. Okay, there's Northfold Manor. Just riding around randomly. Don't know if that's a good strategy. I really don't know where he walks. It used to say it on Questy, it would show you on the map the pathway that he walks, and you could just ride around and, you know, bump into him. But now, I don't know. I don't want to go down there. That's the Alliance. Just going to avoid these guys. Let's come this way a little bit. Whoops, not too close to the Alliance. Get myself attacked. Avoid those guys. Circle of outer binding. Okay, no sign of the giant. Go check farm. I see something here, iron. Wonder if I can just ninja that without getting attacked. There we go. Perfect crime. I think it's time to head to a new area. I was thinking about maybe Dust Swallow Marsh. I think that's in my leveling bracket. I think. There's also Stranglethorn, but I feel like I'm outgrowing Stranglethorn. There's a bunch of quests too I really need to follow up with before they, become undoable. Maybe I should head south after this and get the flight path in the Badlands. Need to hand that in as well. The Badlands. Badlands? This guy here, hand the quest in. Ooh, foul magics. What's he doing? The Sigil of Thoradin. Bring the restored Sigil of Thoradin. Zengu. Okay. I don't know what that means. I think the Zengu's up there somewhere. Let's just quickly sell some junk and repair. Admin. What else? Junk. Shiny Dirk. Brew Sweet. I don't remember where I got that. Probably from a chest. Okay. Let's do a quick smelting. There's not much to smelt. Oh, I've still got to do that quest back in Desolus. I forgot about that. I was going to learn an Infernal. Maybe it's an out-of-date quest now. I don't know. Let's just hand in this. There's Zengu. Ooh. Retrieve the Sigil of Arathor. That's another quest here. I might not do that though. There's a nice dagger. I'll take this though, the axe, and sell it. A nice sword as well. I'll take that and sell that. Good experience. Nice. Alright, we're going on a bit of a ride now to the Badlands to sell some of that. Where is that sword? There it is. Trauma certification. Very good. And I'm just going to send some stuff to my banking alt. Okay, let's move along. It's going to be a bit of a ride now. So we don't really have flight paths that link the north and south of this continent. So I need to do that. Just checking out my quest log there. Maybe we'll bump into the giant on the way out, but I'm not holding my breath. Still loving that buff though, that leveling buff. Experience increased by 50%. It's pretty cool. Here's the farm. There's a pond with spiders. I'm not sure if the Badlands quests are too low for me now. I could do a few if they're not. Still loving the speed of this mount. Just burning around real fast. Still no giant. Oh well. I don't think he comes up here. I might be wrong, but I don't recall seeing him up in this area before. Never find a giant when you want one. Okay, we're heading kind of into an alliance zone. That's why there's no flight paths. So we need to go. It's a fair bit of a ride actually. We take a few minutes. Take you on a journey. This is the wetlands coming up. Vandal span into the wetlands. Just check the map. Nope, 0 horde flight paths on the map. Might ride cross country here. I need to point myself that way. Just dodge these guys. Moss-hide fen runners. Cross crocolisks. Getting a little tiny bit of experience for exploring this area. Tiny raptors. There's the Green Warden, Alliance Green Warden. He's a quest giver. There's little dragons here. Dragonkin. Let's jump over the water. I've got the graphics sliders pretty much on max, but to my eyes it doesn't look like it's at max graphics. It looks still a bit milky, a bit hazy. I don't know why that is. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with the graphics settings. Oh well, at least my hard drive is not complaining. Dun Algaz. We have to head up here past these spiders. There are little dwarves that patrol in these tunnels. Hopefully I won't get flagged for PvP and get someone ganking me. In the old days you couldn't ride your mount in here. I think you had to dismount and run. I think I'm remembering that correctly. Saw some ore there. Where is that ore? Oh, it's only copper. Pretty safe to ignore that. There is a little guard. He's level 30, so Not much drama. He's coming at me. But I'm not flagged PvP, which is good. That would be annoying. Another guard. Oh, he ignored me. That's strange. There's another one. Mountaineer Dokkan. And he ignored me as well. Interesting. Another guard. Okay, this is the Dwarven Alliance area. Dunmorrow? No, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Loch Modan, of course. PvP not enabled. Thank you. So we'll ride across here, and this is how we get to the Badlands. Again, there's no flight paths for the Horde. I'm gonna head over here, I think. This is I quite like this area, starting area. If you're playing a dwarf or a gnome. It's a flight path. Just right around the back of this guy. Thelsamar, copper. I tell you what though, having this mount makes enormous difference to travel time. It's only taken several minutes to get here. Copper, copper. Hopefully this will link the south to the north if I get the flight path. Hopefully. Here we are, Badlands. Badlands. What level are those guys? Okay, still within my level bracket. Just checking. Just checking. To be a little bit careful now. These guys can bite. Which way am I heading? See, I don't even know where the quest givers are on the map. Hammertoes dig site. Sometimes there's a rare up here, like a rare golem. I wonder if he's here. Can't see him. Can't see really anything on that map. Valley of Fangs, what's that there? Some iron. Where is it? Nope, can't get up there. Yikes. Coyote. Ah, here we go, finally. What's Toolkit doing over there? Endurium flakes. Where do I get those from? What's this guy got? Power stones. Pearl diving. Maybe take that. And barbecued buzzard wings. I already got the recipe. Right. I'll have to figure out on the map. Where do I do those quests? What's this here? Some more iron? Oh, uh-oh. Yikes. I'm just gonna run away from him. like a boss. Zarikotl. Okay, that's good. So we keep an eye on him. And maybe just give him a bit of a wide berth. Alright, that's a shame. I was going to get that ore. There's another quest giver here. Do this. And I could do frost oil. Take that quest, but need to kill these guys and these guys. I might just go get the flight path first. Come back maybe. In fact, looking at the time, probably time for a break, really. Mithril up there. Here's the Horde base. Kargath. Some quests here as well. Goric. There's lots of quests actually. Finally, let's have a look. At last, it's opened up the whole area. That's made me very happy. Grab this quest here. There's an Angkor Fortress quest. Someone up here with a quest for me. Riding on your mount up this is tricky. There he is. Might just dismount actually. Coyotes. Stoned. How many quests have I got now? 21 of 25. Looks like I'm in the right area for a bit of leveling. Let's come in here. This is what? Kill boss, throw gun. Oh, I remember that quest. That's the ogre boss. And this is what? Buzzards and coyotes and rock elementals. It's pretty cool. Any unusual vendors? He's a vendor. General goods. Doesn't sell anything fascinating, unfortunately. Okay friends, time for a break. Thank you once again for joining me on this leveling journey. Feel free to like and subscribe. Come back and join me again soon. Bye for now.